Marvel Studios officially gets the go-ahead from the Department of Justice, so Fox is literally theirs right now. It's done.
Yeah, at this point. It's funny because with the deal that they had to sell all of Fox's with sports networks because they would have a monopoly because for people who don't know, Disney owns ESPN.
So first, I want to make this clear because I've seen a lot of confusion about what this means because in the original report, Disney even stated we're not taking Fox Sports or anything, and people are like, oh, okay, that makes sense. What they're actually giving up is all the time slots and dedicated stations, which are a huge part of the Fox Sports lot. Like, they're not going to have anything of any property of sports, which is a pretty hefty sum that Fox actually owns. So,
but didn't the whole thing earlier say that they have to sell them off? So they're buying them in the deal. And then they're instantly going to get more money back.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I think with the deal that they had with Department of Justice is that they gave Disney I think it was 90 days to come to a deal with selling off all of the Fox sports properties.
Christ.
Dude, those regional sports networks are worth like $20 billion though.
Yeah. Because what people don't realize, it's like, the sports aspect of Fox is huge. Like, I mean, I've been watching off and on the World Cup, and you just go to Fox and you're watching all the games there and everything. So, they have everything there, and this is something that Disney could not own because they own ESPN. It would have been truly then a monopoly, which they've agreed then. It's like, fine, we'll sell it off. It doesn't matter, It's like...
Fine, we get X-Men.
Yeah. It's how it works,
But can people stop saying that it's a monopoly for the studio now?
Yeah, because it's a horizontal thing. The monopoly was like AT&T, Time Warner. Like, I can't even believe that went through.
Yeah, that is insane.
Yeah, and I think like even for Comcast to even try to top this, it's that they would have to go and find some other investors to want to pile in, because I think they would have to come up with about $90 billion at that point. And even then, they would be in the red if they even tried.
Well, I mean, so would Disney, because Comcast is worth more. It's not a lot. I think it's only like $7 billion more. But I say $7 billion is not a lot.
Yeah.
If they went any higher up, it would be like, can we actually do this? And it's like, nah. But they're still going to try. I bet you they're going to put another bid despite this.
I mean, they kind of have to, because literally the battle for Fox is the battle for supremacy of the future of TV and entertainment. That's what it is.
They're going up against Netflix and everything.
Right. So you really kind of look at that and you start looking at how much they're worth. And when you look at that, Netflix is now worth $150 billion. It's crazy to think about it, but Netflix could end up buying Fox if they wanted to, and they would win over Disney and Comcast. That's a real situation I don't think people understand. And Comcast is in a position worse than anybody else in terms of what's happening here to be able to acquire Fox. So Disney, now that they've gotten the approval from the Department of Justice, they've just jumped about 6 months ahead of schedule to where everybody thought they were going to be by December. This is huge news.
The deal is going to finalize this year now.
Yeah.
They say it'll be at least summer 2019. At the earliest, or something.
Yeah, well, I thought there's reading something from Bloomberg. It said within the next 3 to 4 months it could be fully cleared.
Yeah, so essentially, from what I just shot a quick email to somebody, and it's the financial guy I always talk to. He shot it back to me and says, now that the Department of Justice has said yes, essentially they can jump on finalizing the details. And he said it could literally be 2 months, it could be 6 months, but the full extent of it is probably very rare. The full extent was them assuming that the Department of Justice was going to take 8 to 9 months or more. So, things are going to move rapidly fast now. I'm assuming Kevin Feige's going to be like, look, I need this. And Disney's going to be like, look, we need this as well to launch our service. Because that service is still launching, end of the year, early next year? So they're probably going to want to dump a bunch of Fox stuff on there really quick,
So what's the
time for D23?
Yeah.
That's a whole bunch of shit.
Yep.
But if this gets finalized before the end of the year, what are the odds something's in Avengers 4?
Post-credit stinger, guaranteed.
Yeah, you just see Wolverine show up and everybody dies.
Just a little shot in Canada. So,
No,
smoking a cigar.
They'll do like the ultimate scene of like, look, okay, we need to quickly cast somebody that's bald in a wheelchair, and we'll have one Infinity Stone survive, and he has to hide it, and that'll be the end scene. It's like, no, this is our thing right now, like.
I'll call it now. You have that one, then the very end will be them showing that the Baxters got the Avengers Tower.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, like I was just thinking about it actually. The most realistic scene that they could do would be putting Deadpool in there, because he's already cast and everything. Like,
true.
But would they put Deadpool in these movies though?
Yeah, they want money.
Even like R-rated. Like, I mean, sure, like you could probably make it work, but this mean pool in
PG Deadpool, he'll do it.
Just have like Deadpool get kicked out of the Avengers headquarters because he was too annoying.
Yeah, or just have that Colossus show up.
Yeah. Dude, he would be perfect. Honestly, that's like a perfect bridge because he seems like that's how Marvel would design him. Like he has an MCU look to him. But honestly, like if you wanted to make a statement, you would, I think, include Deadpool, and it'd be one of those things where it's like a post-credit scene. Like I'm already right now fully expecting like Lord of the Rings style Avengers 4, where there's like 17 different endings to just tie up all these ends.
God.
Like, I'm fully expecting one of them to be like a couple people, maybe they're eating shawarma or something, and Deadpool just runs and be like, did I show up too late? The transdimensional, and they're just looking at him like, what? Like something totally Deadpool, like.
So you're saying the credits are going to be a half-hour long, like Return of the King?
Yeah. I'm fully expecting that, honestly. Like, it's going to be like, okay, go take a piss break, come back, and then the credits start rolling. Like.
So, how long is the scene where they're in the bedroom going to last then? For the end of Return of the King.
God.
We've got to have them all slow-mo running in with all the light. And then one just sails away.
Damn.
I mean, that's the thing, because Avengers 4 is meant to wrap up, as they've said, and it's starting a new chapter of the future of the MCU. And you think about X-Men and Fantastic Four, that is going to be a huge factor of it. As much as, Black Panther is going to be like the new Tony Stark and Captain Marvel's the new Iron Man, in terms of how popular she's going to be, where they put her in front of everything, just think about that for a second. X-Men and Fantastic Four, Wolverine alone, his first movie's going to be like $800-900 million without a problem. So, they're not going to abandon that. So,
also, I'm going to call Super Skrull and Captain Marvel if it happens.
Ooh, yeah.
Wait, but which brand will they reboot first, though, in the MCU?
See, I like to think they do Fantastic Four. Just because we've had X-Men for so long and consistently in your face for so long. Where the Fantastic Four, you've only had 3 in like 15 years. So let's actually try and sort that one out.
Or no,
well, it's 4 in, 20 years? Something like that? But
yeah.
No, like, just try the one that they haven't attempted the most first. And then work on mutants.
Like I said, I think X-Men comes 4 or 5 years after the acquisition, but first you do Wolverine and you do some solo movies to kind of build that up, because I think X-Men as a brand, Apocalypse certainly did enough damage, and Dark Phoenix, that's the jury's still out on that one, so it's
because like what you guys said with the Fantastic Four, you can also have a cameo by Spider-Man.
Yeah,
and tie it all in.
Yeah. Also, you could have Captain America in the Wolverine movie, make it a prequel.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. I think I was reading there was like a Deadline article recently talking about like Marvel not being at Comic-Con, and they mentioned that with the Fox Disney deal, they're trying to supposedly fast track X-Men reboot. I'm like, what?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, X-Men would be the bigger one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd like if it was the Fantastic Four first.
Same. I feel like the Fantastic Four would be kind of a Spider-Man style victory lap almost, if that makes sense. It's like, oh, okay.
Just like we waited for this long, let's actually just do it.
But then again, it's like, what happens to all those Fox films in development? Like, do they take the Doctor Doom script and like
That's the
rework
only
it,
one I
or-
would want. I keep Doom, scrap everything else. I don't care. Like,
What
please.
about? Yeah, no. What about like X-23 or like Kitty Pryde or any of that stuff? And
I'm gonna quote Feige. What about them?
All right.
I don't know what you're talking about.